Hello everybody, I'm Hope and welcome to another Naruto Shippuden reaction. Today we're going to be checking out episode 299. We're one away from the freaking big number 300. It's been like an insane amount of time since we hit 200 and we're about to hit 300, and I'd say that that's really hype, man. Super exciting stuff. The last episode was absolutely fucking insane with the revelation of Itachi's level of 4D chess playing with Shisui's eyes and implanting it into the bird and then putting it inside Naruto to activate it if Itachi's eyes was implanted into Sasuke, and then it would activate if he popped fucking Mangekyo on Naruto, and then but it didn't work because Itachi was revived, but it still happened, so Itachi is out of the control, and it's crazy, man. It's really nuts. Like, seriously, but it was some of the coolest, like, twists I've seen. It's fucking great. Before we get started with the episode, though, I just want to say, if you want access to early videos, full-length ones, and other bonus stuff you can over at my Patreon page. Link will be down below or in the pinned comment down below as well. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump into this. More Itachi and Nagato excellence coming our way, so why don't we just go? That's right, we left off with Nagato doing hair dye no jutsu and trying to suck the chakra out of Naruto, which he was succeeding. It's like, what the fuck kind of jutsu is that? I'd be I'd be confused as Naruto too. How many jutsus do you have? Is what Naruto's really asking. Damn! Oh, heck yeah! That is such a cool way to use the Rasengan, and it just is fading into it. It's like a barrier, a makeshift, like, chakra barrier. At least Naruto could acknowledge that he made a dumb mistake. I love it. Oh yeah. Yeah, you remember that, Naruto. That was crazy. That was some of the most fucking nutty shit in the show when that appeared, and it was like, holy crapola. To extract their soul and... Oh, that's what he was doing! You know, I completely forgot that that's what it was. Whoa! That's actually brilliant! How do you come up with this bullshit, Kabuto? You smart man! Yeah, no, you're gonna have to get out of this yourself or with help. You fought a tug-of-war battle before with the Nine Tails. You can do this, buddy. Damn it! The intro just like, hey, we know you're in the middle of something, but here we go. It's just like I gotta say, dude, this is some brilliant stuff. All of the Shisui stuff is really cool, but then to have Kabuto not only utilize his pawns in such a way that he can effectively take pieces out, but he can then put the pieces back in and use them against Madara, which is, it's so brilliant. Like, you gotta give props to Kabuto for just how smart the man is. It's great. And suddenly everything in this intro has been shown. Yeah, so that's really exciting. Well, really, except for Sasuke, which we haven't seen. Moshimo yume naraba torimodose nora chi wa doshite utte no oikaketeru anahi no zanzo wo kanashimi ni ima. Oh! Boy, I'm all in this, dude. I'm so excited because just Kabuto's a genius. He's fucking great. But So is Itachi. You know what? The acknowledged one. Okay. I love how the soul has a makeshift Naruto face with whiskers. That's fucking great. What the heck is that? Robotic arms? Excuse me? You know, it actually makes sense that Nagato's body would have stuff on that installed. Exactly, Killer Bee. I just said that earlier. Oh my god, dude. There's Susanoo! Itachi Susanoo, baby. It just comes in like a hurricane. Dude, I never thought we'd get to see Itachi's Susanoo again. Oh my god, that's so cool. I love it. But Nagato, are you like... Yeah, you're fine, but... How are we gonna... Like, what can we do? I mean, a change of heart is one thing, but... When he's being directly controlled by Kabuto, it's kind of impossible. Yeah. And we don't know the powers that his, like, his natural body had, because he never fought with it. Or we've never seen him fight with it at post, fuck. You're actually gonna try that jutsu? Dang, bull. Wow, that's nuts. Alright, well, you've seen this before, Naruto. But this time you don't have the Nine Tails. Well, you do, but you don't have the ability to transform into it. Like the huge Nine Tails form is what I mean. Sup, Itachi? Itachi's like, bitch, please. Because we could survive this. There's a will, there's a way. Analysis requires calm, exactly. That's a good assumption to make because that's just how physics are. Yeah, put all of your strength, make it collapse in on itself. Long distance. Rasen Shuriken, right? Pull you toward it so that you can shoot into it. Nice. Exactly. Itachi knows what he's doing. He ain't like the smartest boy without any... Like, I fucking love Itachi, man. Yosaka Beads, Tail Beast Bomb, and Rasen Shuriken. Nice. Just absolutely fucking crushed it. He has the power to make the moon, for Christ's sake. Nani? Oh, Susanoo! Right through the chest. He's cracking. Well, that means Nagato's done. I see. He's... Yeah, but he's... Last words, yeah. He's proud of you. He's really proud of you. Oh. That's right. Conan's there too. Final volume of the trilogy, man. Let's... Agreed. Agreed. Can't have a story without 3 acts, right? No. No. Oh, no. No, Nagato, that's not how it was.
シリーズの出来ってのは3作目完結編で決まる。打作を帳消しにするぐらい
You're right.
最高傑作になってくれよ。
A masterpiece, you got. Oh, Nagato. As the crow's feathers leave behind. What a beautiful... Oh, fuck. That hurts. The thumbs up. Seal of approval. Nagato can finally rest, man. Thank goodness. With Jiraiya Sensei. What a simple, short, but beautiful final farewell. I thoroughly liked that. That was really well executed. And I love how it's just no words from Naruto, Itachi, and Killer Bee. Just... Yeah, Kabuto's gotta be like, fuck! I'd be mad! Reverse! What's up? What card are you gonna play? Itachi's out of your control. He can do whatever he wants. Until you die, because that's the only way to cancel the jutsu. Damn, Itachi, spoken like a madman. He's like, Madara, that's your job. I'm just here to stop Kabuto. Yeah, wait. Technically, though, every jutsu has a weakness. Correct. So there's gotta be a way to break it. Not your job right now, buddy. Madara is your job. Ah, you ran out. Fuck. You're damn right he is. Oh. Yourself? Now listen carefully. Yeah. I love Itachi's theme being played here. That's right. Itachi's telling you, Naruto, you'll become a similar person. Right. This is so good of Itachi to say, because when he speaks of arrogance and egotism, he knows of it just because of the Uchiha clan, because of what they tried to do, and because of the people in it. You can't just do everything alone. You'll become... Fucking clap, Itachi. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not necessarily. Exactly. Itachi's speaking the truth. I love... Aww. Oh man, Yamato, I miss you. But can I just say how great of a moment it is to have Itachi just have this heart-to-heart with Naruto and tell him exactly what he needs to hear, because Itachi knows exactly what he's talking about. He's probably the one with the most wisdom in this cast. It's insane. This is a great little montage showing all the characters that we've grown to love. Even Shino, my boy. Shikamaru. Oh, I didn't see you there. Hey, share that potato chip. Tauntaun. Koto Amaru, what the fuck, man? Iruka sensei. What? Another decade? Oh, yeah. The same soul. I see. That's why. That's especially why Itachi entrusted it to you. It's not his duty. Mm-hmm. I want to give Itachi a hug, man. I want to give Itachi a fucking hug, dude. He's off to stop the reanimation jutsu. Oh! Yeah, you gotta go regroup. At least, activate the, QB mode as a buffer for speed. I don't think he necessarily has enough chakra to do attacks, but he doesn't have enough to go for the speed. 10 out of 10 episode. Seriously, this Itachi... I love this ending song. Okay. Alright, let's talk about this fucking fantastic episode. God, these episodes are fucking great. Seriously, Jesus. Okay. No dropped frames, good. Okay. Hello, everybody. I just finished watching episode 299 of Naruto Shippuden, and what a great episode to end the 200s with. Another fantastic episode, and I use the word fantastic loosely. I mean, really superb episode. I have a lot of great things to say about this episode because there is so much there that I can't tell you how much I fucking love Itachi, man. My biggest regret is not being able to react to the Itachi arc, dude. Man, I was so close, man. I should have just, like, told myself to do it, because at the time, it was around the Jiraiya arc, Jiraiya the Gallant is when I was considering starting this channel, and I posted on Twitter like, hey guys, do you want to see that? And nobody responded, so I just said, okay, I'm just gonna go binge watch some Naruto Shippuden because it's like my favorite show right now. Needless to say, after the deaths of Jiraiya and Itachi, I was so dead inside, and my heart was so broken. I didn't continue for like a month, and I'm not exaggerating. It was that I did not watch the show for like a month because of that. It fucking crushed me, dude. But then I decided, all right, you know what? This show's a masterpiece, and I want to share the rest of it with you guys. So I made this channel. And Itachi is such a huge reason why this show fucking works so well, is because he is seriously one of my favorite characters in all of fiction. It's ludicrous how many characters in Naruto I can say that about. There are characters like Guts, characters like Wolfgang Grimmer from Monster. Who else? Hoin Kyoma. And some few other characters that like make it into my list of like easily my fucking favorite in anything that I've ever seen. And then I see Naruto and it just fucking snaps into the air like, hey, and we heard you like characters, so we put characters that are so good that you fucking have a lot of characters. Okay, I'm rambling. Like, let's actually talk about the episode now. I'm sorry about that. So our episode starts where it left off with Nagato trying to take Naruto's soul and then put it in the it's not the Rashomon Gate, but it looks like it. The name is really hard to remember, to be honest with you. Jikendo or something. The big gate in the Pain Arc, which had all the souls of the dead people in it. And I didn't even realize that. I thought he was just trying to suck his chakra out, but I'm like, oh yeah, he could just suck the soul out. Put it in there, and I was like, oh, well, damn, that'd be bad. Naruto didn't really realize it. And one of my favorite things is Naruto, like, he's like, okay, I'm just gonna use a Rasengan and like dunk you, and then it fails. He's like, I just confirmed that he can absorb ninjutsu a minute ago. I'm an idiot. I really love touches like that because in the spur of the moment we make dumb decisions, right? And Naruto has faced pain before, so he should know this. But it's just, I love how he can acknowledge it. He's like, God damn it, why did I do that? It just makes him more endearing to me, and I really appreciate that a lot. You know? It's so funny and just so in character. Now, there's something really cool about Kabuto here, is that his plan is so meticulous, and I love the fact that he can just be like, hey, I got so many backup plans that how am I gonna lose? Itachi's pretty much the one thing he did not count on happening, and to be fair, I don't think anyone could have counted on that. Because my man figured with pain, I can capture Naruto's soul, put it in the thing, then reanimate him, and boom, he's my troop, and then Madara, he's fucked. So it's so awesome to see Kabuto just in that sort of, like, yes, everything's going to plan. It's so fun, man. This episode's awesome. We have Killer Bee come into the fray, and then we get to see, like, Nagato, like, pull out robotic fucking arms and, like, these robotics, insane mechanical stuff, and I think it's really cool, because we never saw Nagato really use his body because he was so sickly and pretty much bound to, the fucking the chakra rod things that he was impaled with, but it completely makes sense that he would have someone like Conan or someone else fit his body with stuff like that to defend himself with. And then you may ask, well, why didn't he use them to attack Naruto right away? Well, he was already dying, like he was so weak at that point because of how much he had to push himself just to take out the Leaf Village and fight Naruto. And Yahiko's body's done. He can't really do anything, and he was like, all right, let's just talk. You know, I'm still gonna kill you, but Conan can do it. And but he never really needed to use them. So it's so cool to see this because it perfectly makes sense that he'd have a mechanism like this to defend himself if need be. If all the pains are out of commission and someone tries to attack him, he could use that. Really cool stuff. And it's just really fun to watch. Like, it was so surreal, man. Itachi comes in with the Susanoo and his perfect shuriken technique, which is sort of we've seen him pull off his training for it for a long time. He's an expert at shuriken throwing, and he can hit blind spots even when someone doesn't really show that they have blind spots. He can find them. So we get to see more of Itachi's Susanoo, which is definitely I like Sasuke's, but I think Itachi's is much more cool. I love the red aesthetic, and I just love the design. It's so hard to explain why I prefer it, but I just kind of do. Both Susanoos are fucking cool, though. I like them a lot. But Itachi really did help out with that, with saving Bee and Naruto. But then Kabuto decides to be an asshole and be like, hey, you know, I have the ability to do planetary devastation, Shibaku Tensei, and I'm just gonna do it. And then we have an amazing series of moments here in which Naruto's like, dude, we're boned, man, we're not gonna survive that, I encountered this once. And Itachi's like, if you encountered it once, then how did you survive? If this is truly a death sentence, how the fuck are you still here? And I just love that little bit of sass from Itachi. It's really cool. And it was great seeing Itachi encourage everybody and just show, he's like, calm down. We have to be calm to formulate our plan. Every jutsu has a weakness. We can do this. And using perfectly reasonable logic, he determines that the center mass where the gravity is coming from is the weak point that can make it collapse in on itself. So let's hit it with our strongest jutsu together. And because it's pulling us towards the center, it's easier to make the shot, so we're guaranteed to hit the target. Calmly and thoroughly, he comes up with this plan that, while sure, I'm sure someone like Shikamaru could figure that out, but it's when you're in a battle situation and things are so tense, to be able to come up with stuff on the fly is a skill that not everybody has. There are not many people like Shikamaru or Itachi that could just do that. So we finally got to see Rasen Shuriken in Kyuubi mode, which is just fantastic. They showed that in the intro, so I expected it. And then we had Itachi use the sword that he used on Orochimaru with his Susanoo. And with this, what we learned from Zetsu, which has been so long I actually forgot about, is that it puts the person into an eternal genjutsu. It seals them away, and this basically is our way to. This is the reason why Nagato is able to be taken out without. Because he was being completely controlled by Nagato, there was no way to make him disappear with like an emotional reaction. It had to have been something like this, so it's good that Itachi had that up his sleeve. Otherwise, we would have been pretty boned. What I really like is the final words that Nagato got to give Naruto. This is such an excellent moment here. Naruto, I will return to our master's side and watch your story unfold. And the pain theme comes in, of course it does. Like, amazing. If you ask me, you are the final volume of the trilogy. I've always loved the talk of stories with the three of them, and I guess you could argue that Minato was a prequel, because his book wasn't in line with the main trilogy. It was sure necessary to have that third volume come into play, and I think that that's really cool. The fact that Jiraiya was the first volume, and Nagato just says it really hurts to see Nagato just call himself a failure and acknowledge that he really made some brash decisions and let himself go. He stopped believing in himself and believing in what Jiraiya had told him. That's what led to his downfall. It's really sad to see Nagato just to acknowledge that in such a profound and emotional way to Naruto. And what I really liked is that they gave Nagato these last words, and nobody talked during the scene except for Nagato. So incredible. You must make it a masterpiece. As the final volume to go out on, Nagato's smile, he's so proud of seeing what Naruto has become, and as sibling students, what a way to go out, man. And in Uzumaki too. And it's just powerfully poetic. One that will completely overshadow the failure of the middle volume, Naruto. And he smiles one last time before leaving, and as there's this shot with Jiraiya and his young self behind him. Naruto seeing this is so fucking sad. Oh, Jiraiya, I miss you. But Nagato too. He can finally rest. And I love the touch of the crow's feathers falling down on him. And you can see Naruto wants to cry, but he can't. He's just his lips tremble and his eyes start to squint, but he can't cry right now. So he gives him a thumbs up. The nice guy pose, man. A true promise to the end. Nagato can finally rest for real now. Go back to Jiraiya. Go back to Konan and the Ahiko. Excellent stuff. And then the final part of this episode had to do with Itachi and Naruto, and mainly what Itachi had to say to him. I gotta say, I love this. It is excellent. Itachi declares that he's going to be the one to put a stop to the reanimation jutsu, as he has an idea on how to stop it and a plan in motion. He also says, to reaffirm, every jutsu has a weakness, so he's not going to go off of the notion that the reanimation jutsu is absolutely flawless, because from everything that he's experienced and everything that he knows, everything has a weakness. The same can be said with Itachi himself, and he knows this. And what I really like is something that you can't say about Itachi is at the beginning of Naruto, you could argue that he became what he said you shouldn't become. When you have power, you become egotistical, you become arrogant. But Itachi was never speaking about himself in that context. He was speaking in a sort of overt way about the Uchiha clan itself. And this fucking reaffirms his tragic story of having to take the Uchihas out for the Leaf Village, man. It's so sad. Naruto in his stubbornness declares, no, I'll stop him. I have to do this, dude. I'm the one that has to do all of this so that everyone can be okay. And in one way, you're like, okay, I get you. But I love Itachi's response to this. It's so great. I'll admit that you're stronger than before. Itachi acknowledging Naruto is one thing, but to give him sage advice is another, because I think Itachi knows, because of what he states later, that this world is completely left in good hands. You seem to have lost sight of what's truly important. And Itachi's always been a man that has said that in such profound ways. Once with Kasame, if you remember. And that scene was just excellent too. Itachi's theme comes into the starts to play too, which is just good theming. The people of the village who once abhorred you had begun to admire you. They think of you as a comrade. This is great. It's because you fought hard for their acceptance, which he did. So, that's good and all. But what he's really getting to here is the fact that someone like you to proudly state who the reason you're here now was for everybody who cared about you, to then say that you are the one to do this alone is a little bit hypocritical. And Naruto doesn't realize that. But Itachi's able to get into his head and make him realize that his stubbornness, while out of a good place, is hypocritical of his main philosophy. And that is something that would directly go against his ninja way. It's a good wake-up call to have. Absolutely. And it's exactly what he needs to head into the real shit that we're going to get into, which is him and Madara fighting. If you forget others because you now have power and become arrogant and egotistical, then you'll become just like Madara. And again, I love parallelism in Naruto. Basically, Madara is a mirror to Naruto, not in the same way that they've experienced like extreme loneliness or a Jinchuriki, they're both Jinchuriki, or other stuff. It's the idea of how they became the way that they did, in the sense of losing themselves because of differing their philosophy. It's so fucking cool. I love that. And he provides his point with extra backup, saying, your father, Minato, was able to fulfill his duty as the Hokage because of people like Kushina and his comrades at his side. There you go. Good point. It feels like Itachi's like the wise granddad. It's so cool, man. Itachi, never forget your friends. And something you gotta realize here is how sad this is. Itachi saying this is meaningful because he's speaking from the heart of himself. But he's also speaking as someone who had to kill all of his friends and family and forego his emotion to save something. And then he had to force his little brother to go through hell to save him in the end. And it's fucking tragic. Itachi is a beautiful character, and he's just too good for this world, man. We have a great little montage shot of, like, as the heroic theme plays in the background, of all of Naruto's comrades that he's met throughout and gained throughout the series. All of them who had once did not like him, did not care for, or hated him outright. Amazing stuff. And I love how Naruto actually begins to think, especially with what Iruka told him, like, yeah, you're right, I am being brash, I am being hypocritical, thanks for the wake-up call. It's good to have Naruto acknowledge this kind of stuff. And we learn that Shisui's eye will not be able to be used for another decade, so it cannot be used as a safeguard against fighting Sasuke. So when Naruto and Sasuke have a rematch later on, that's going to be a bad thing, because it's not going to be an easy win because Shisui's eye can't be used. But Itachi says that that's not why, but you'll be able to win for another reason. You won't be able to use it against Sasuke, but you possess something far greater than Shisui's eye. You have the same soul as Shisui. That line is profound to me, because it screams just how important Shisui is as a character, because he himself bridged such a gap for so many plot threads to branch off. It is because of Shisui that Itachi was able to get the resolve to actually do what he was going to do, because he was still hesitant until Shisui gave him his eye. He was still didn't know what to do, but Shisui was someone that Itachi respected and looked up to as his own older brother, if you will. And Shisui was someone who, by the looks of it, had the same empathy, the same the same values that Naruto does, and that's why Itachi trusts him. He puts the world in his hands, but not without a little bit of advice too. And that's just utterly that's just like I can't think of another adjective to describe it. It's beautiful. It really is. And I hate how Naruto says, no, you can patch things up with Sasuke. You can do it yourself. And Itachi's like, no, I tried to do everything myself and I failed. And it's because Itachi's idea of saving Sasuke was flawed, but it was the only way he could think of to do it. But he still failed. But he has hope that Sasuke can still be saved, and he has that belief in his heart that he will be. Because Itachi loves Sasuke so much. And it's so beautiful. Itachi telling Killer Bee to take care of Naruto and saying farewell is he's off to do his final deed before he rests. And it's so amazing, man. Itachi is one of the most sad characters I've ever seen in fiction. Like, I'm not even... Guts is one thing. Guts from Berserk has some of the saddest stuff happen to him, and it's absurdly sad. And Itachi's right there with him with that fucking crazy amount of just insane sorrow. What a perfect episode. People really do sleep on this arc. This arc is fucking great. And whatever happens later, some twist that everyone thinks is gonna ruin the arc for me, it's not. I might have a problem with it or two, but that's not gonna ruin my enjoyment of the series. And if it does ruin your enjoyment of the whole series, then grow up. With that being said, though, I think I'm gonna end the discussion here for today, and let's go ahead and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you stayed all the way to the end, especially though, because this is a longer one, I just want to say thank you very much. I really do appreciate it, and I want you to know that it really helps me out, and that I love you guys. Your support is amazing, and it helps me more than you could ever know. Seriously. I also just want to let you know that wherever you are, wherever that you live, if it's morning, day, evening, or night, please stay safe out there. Be sure to take care too. I'll see you guys in the next Naruto. 300. Only 201 episodes to go, am I right? Oh man, that's a lot.